There was a time when this spot here was considered to be the edge of the world by the people who lived here. Just imagine being here, living on the lands around here and just seeing these cliffs, these edges, and just thinking, that's it. There's nothing beyond this. This is it. I'm in the Algarve region of Portugal at a small town called Sagres, which is at Europe's most southwesterly point. In the ancient world, it was the last explored point of the continent, and it was thought to be, as the Romans called it, the end of the world. There are breathtaking views from the ancient fortress here. This is one of the first places we visited in Portugal after crossing the border from Spain. I don't know if I needed to come to the end of the world to let myself slow down and do less for a while, but this video is about the importance of doing just that and how it actually serves you so much better than pushing through. I also want to share with you some of the wonderful parts of Portugal that I enjoyed as I prioritised being over doing. So we found this amazing beach. I think it's the best beach we've found in Portugal so far, and we have got this all to ourselves, the whole beach to ourselves. This beautiful little bay. We had to climb down a kind of a cliff thing to get here. So worth it, and it wasn't that hard. And it is absolutely blissful. When we arrived in Portugal a few days ago, we decided to just take it easy for a few days. We really needed some downtime, and we just haven't pushed ourselves. No, we've just taken it slow, and sometimes you need to do that. You know, our energy is cyclical, and we need time. There are times when we have more energy, our energy's high, and then there's times when energy goes down, and nature reminds us of this all the time, like the phases of the moon and the seasons. Everything goes in cycles, and it's so easy, you know, with the mind to tell us that we need to keep pushing on and getting things done. And I chose not to listen to the mind stories that were telling me that we should be racing around trying to see all the touristy sites. And I remembered that one of our biggest intentions for this trip was to not rush around and try and see everything, but rather just choose a few spots to immerse ourselves in and enjoy those local places and just enjoy the environment, the food, culture. Even though we had that intention, it's easy to get caught up in feeling like we should race around and see things. There was a part of me that was saying, don't waste this time. Don't waste this time. You need to see as much as you can see because you've only got 2 weeks in this country. But what I've found is that by giving myself permission to slow down and just savor and enjoy the simple things, like the little village that we're staying in, and nature, and yeah, just slowing down. I'm enjoying this country in a very different way than if I was rushing around like a tourist trying to see it all. We've been walking up these streets of the little town Aljezur where we're staying every night just before sunset, and yeah, it's just beautiful, so different. And just the winding narrow streets, the kind of haphazard way that the houses are all joined together, and I love this style of the Portuguese houses where they're all white and they've got a lot of coloured trim around the edges of a lot of them. You never kind of know what you're going to expect around the next corner. at the top of the hill where we're headed is the fortress or the castle of Aljezur, and it's very old, I think almost 1,000 years old, and it just sits high above the town of Aljezur, or the remnants of it, and it's just gives such a beautiful outlook over the city. It's got a lovely, I found quite a peaceful feeling sitting up there, even though long ago I think a lot of people were probably killed in battle up there. How amazing is this? Incredible, beautiful view over this town. The town's kind of split into a couple of different sections, and that's the newest section, which was apparently built, well, some of it at least, around in the 1700s. But, oh, I just love the way you can just see so far from here. It's so green and hilly. It's just gorgeous. Staying in this smallish town worked out perfectly for us, even though when we booked it, we didn't really know how we would feel. But it turned out that church bells. It turned out that once we arrived here, we just felt like we wanted a slower pace and a smaller town surrounded by just gorgeous countryside, green rolling hills, beaches close by. It's just perfect for what we're wanting, that slower pace, a bit of nature therapy, and wandering through these little streets, coming up here in the evening. It's been like a beautiful therapy. And this is so important, to listen to your body, listen to what it is that you're needing, and take the time to and give yourself permission to slow down. What I actually find is that when I do that, I end up being, I would say, more creative, more productive, better ideas come to me than if I don't listen to that and I just try to push through. This society that we are living in values doing over being. It values rush, 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 get stuff done. And so often we can get our priorities out of order and feel like our value is tied to what we get done. But the way that you feel and the way that you are being, your energy and how you care for yourself, and the flow-on effect that that has to those around you, that is so much more important than just doing. Leave a comment below to let me know if this was a helpful reminder for you to give yourself permission to do less, at least sometimes. And if you want to change the way you think and feel to become happier than you've ever been, this is what we all should have learned growing up but didn't, then check out my brand new 21-day happiness reset course. Thanks for being here. I'll see you next time.